Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I wanted to do today's video a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a fill on myself in this video, but today we're going to actually have a topic to talk about. So as I'm doing my nails, we're going to be talking about a specific topic. And the topic that we're going to talk about today is what is a self-taught nail tech and what does that mean? So I'm sure, on Instagram, on YouTube, Facebook, pretty much any social media where people can advertise their work, you've seen people say that they're self-taught. And so I kind of wanted to go over what that means and what that is. So let's start off by saying that all nail technicians are self-taught. I think what we really need to be concerned with when it comes to choosing a nail tech that's right for you is that person licensed in their state or not? So I'm not sure if most people know this or not, but when you go to nail school, your main goal is not to learn how to do nails, if that makes sense. It kind of doesn't, but so what I mean by that is you go to nail school, you have your curriculum, right? And the curriculum mostly consists of client safety, sanitation and disinfection, being able to, to spot healthy versus unhealthy nails, what to do with healthy versus unhealthy nails. In nail school, they don't really teach you, other than a basic manicure and basic pedicure, and basic acrylic nails, even fiberglass nails, which nobody really does anymore. Other than like those really basic, not that those services are basic, but those services you learn them in the most basic way possible, and a very outdated way to add to that. Those are the things I listed before are the main things that we learn in nail school. So when someone says they're self-taught, it means that they're usually referring to the fact that they learned how to do nails, their acrylic nails, their manicures, their designs mostly by themselves, or by doing their own research and by practicing on themselves and others, and eventually getting better enough to offer that service to people. So I'm just going to say, like, for the record, all nail technicians do that, whether you are licensed nail technician or you're like a DIY nail enthusiast. And it's just crazy because, again, nail school, hair school, esthetician school, the main part of our curriculum is to learn how to basically keep yourself and your client safe. And when it comes to nails specifically, the main things that we are taught is to, how to disinfect and sanitize our tools and implements and things like that. Know the difference between a healthy nail and an unhealthy nail, because as a nail technician, we only work on, our main goal is to just make your nails look prettier. It's more aesthetically pleasing versus like really like repairing damage if there is damage. So if a client comes to a nail technician and that client has like redness, swelling, pus, bleeding on their nails, we are not allowed to to work on their nails, because those are not healthy nails. We're only allowed to work on healthy nails. I'm in the state of California, so my state's rules and regulations and state board rules and regulations will be different than other states, because it's a state-by-state thing. But for the most part, to sum it up, that's what we learn in nail school. Now, when you're researching the nail tech that you want to book with, and let's say you stumble across their page on like Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media, and they say self-taught, that they're self-taught, you really need to keep in mind that they might not be licensed. And the reason why you want to book with a licensed nail tech is because they have been basically approved by the state, by their state board, to work and do what they're doing. So when you go to nail school and you're not learning how to do nails specifically, but you're learning about all these other things, there are so many things in nail school that are really, really important to know when it comes to doing nails in your nail career. And it kind of sucks because I hear a lot of people say that nail school is a waste of time because they didn't learn anything. And I don't think that's true. I think that they didn't learn what they were expecting to learn, which is, how to do nails, how to do designs, how to do a full set, make it last, things like that. That's not the main goal in nail school, right? So you go to nail school and you're basically doing a bunch of book work. Like, you actually have to read the book, you get tested on things, and a lot of people don't realize that. And so in my experience, when I went to nail school for the first time, we had so many students in our class, and then by like 1/4 way through the semester, like half the people in our class had dropped out because I don't think they realized that there was going to be so much book work and studying and testing and things like that. And so the things that we are tested on and that you will find in the books that you will be using in nail school is, for example, like the history of nails, and how nails as an aesthetic thing became popular. It's like to this day. We learn about the anatomy of the nails, like onyx, what onyx is, and the difference between nail bed, nail plate, free, like all those things. When it comes to the physical anatomy of the nail, we learn about the difference between like bacteria, viruses, fungus, because that's important to know. We learn a lot of science. We learn about what the difference between an acrylic product and a gel product, polymers, oligomers, monomers, chemical chains, and things like that. Like, it's a lot of book work, and I don't think people realize how much science and anatomy go into nails. And in regards to those topics and those subjects, nail school is very, very important. And that's why, in that aspect, it's very important to look for a nail tech who is licensed, because he or she has studied all those things, took their state board test, and passed it, so they really do have a better understanding of nails as a whole, like the whole spectrum of nails, versus someone who's self-taught and only knows how to do like the basic service and really nice designs. So with that being said, that's kind of why you really want to aim for booking with a nail tech who is licensed versus booking with a nail tech who is self-taught or unlicensed. So if you are someone who is, let's say, an unlicensed DIY nail enthusiast, right? And you already, do nails for other people. They pay you to do their nails, but you're not licensed. Just get your license in your state. Like, you're already mostly there, right? You have your product and things. You know how to do nails. Just take that one extra step and just go to nail school and get your license. It may not be the most interesting part of your career, just because a lot of people do nails and want to do nails and want a career in nails, mostly due to the creative aspect of it, which is amazing, because you can really express yourself creatively when it comes to nails. You can do so much with designs and things, but that's not the only part of nails. Nails is partly, the fun designs, fun colors, different lengths, all those different shapes, all those things. However, a huge part of nails will be, the book work, like the sciences and the history, the customer service part, like learning all those things. And that's when nail school is crucial and very, very essential. So for the nail enthusiasts who are, you know, kind of like working under the table unlicensed, that technically is illegal. You're not allowed to do that in pretty much any state in the US. So one, if you get caught doing that, you can get into a lot of trouble, right? Get these crazy amounts of fines and things like that, which nobody wants. So you have to keep that in mind. And then two, let's say if something happens to your client, you cut them, their hand gets infected or something like that, the client can come back at you legally, and that can be a huge mess as well, because you're an unlicensed person doing someone else's nails. So there's a bunch of like really negative consequences that can come from being an unlicensed nail tech, and then, you know, getting paid to do people's nails, or taking payments when you do their nails. So I say just go to nail school. It's honestly, it's really easy. It takes almost no time at all. Some states are only require as much as 200 hours before you're eligible to take state board, and in the grand scheme of things, that is way less time than lots of other careers and schooling and other careers that you need. Not only that, but again, having your license just opens all these doors for you, and you'll be able to do so much more with your career other than, you know, just physically doing nails. So yeah, just get your license. And then for those people out there that are looking for a nail tech, again, as I said before, make sure that your nail tech is licensed in their state. Make sure that their license is updated and current. Again, because you want to make sure that when you're, you know, doing these services and paying someone to do these services, you want to be booking with the best of the best, right? People that are doing things the right way and not just doing stuff like shady things under the table. And so that kind of sums up the difference between, you know, like self-taught and licensed, and what that really means. Again, all nail techs are self-taught because we really don't learn how to do nails in school. There are other routes we can take after nail school. So for most nail technicians, we do have to continue our education and learn how to do certain things outside of nail school itself. So but for the most part, it's all, you know, practice. When it comes to, you know, the creative part of nails, it's all practice. And we can all say that, you know, that's what everyone needs to do to get better at what they're doing, right? So yes, that is the end of the video. I hope you got some really useful information. I hope I cleared some things up, and then hopefully if you're thinking about getting licensed, you do it, because being a nail tech is awesome. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!